What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Martin, aka Level, here on the Level Up channel. Back today with another video. J-Hope's on the Street with J. Cole, the official music video. Now, I've had this recommendation for a while, and with all the stuff going around, you know, with J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick and stuff like that, no better time than now than to react to this. J-Hope definitely very fucking talented. This isn't no secret. J. Cole, very fucking talented. This is no fucking secret. So putting them together to be in a song, I am very curious. I'm very fucking curious to see how this meshes up together. So yeah, I'm don't want to do too much talking. I'm excited. I'm ready for this video. Let's not waste no more time, y'all. If you could please leave that like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. I'm very curious. Oh, a little over a year ago.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I live, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. 내 두 발은 선택걸어 anywhere, J in the air. 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어. Even my world was made of your love in your face. 보다 볼하 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼. Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨이 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cole.
Oh, hell, the mighty survivor of hell. Clapped down from heaven to sail. Holy water that I scooped from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Monster ruthless as I move through the field. Feeling worried, in a hurry like a 2-minute drill. To make a couple mil off a lucrative deal. Selling train of thought, name an artist who could derail. You never see it like a nigga hula hooping in jail. I got a friend smart as fuck, but he's stupid as hell. He swear to God ain't real, since it ain't no way to prove it itself. As if the universe ain't enough. As if the volcanoes ain't erupt. As if the birds don't chirp. As if a trillion nerves don't work in a human body. Shit, who would I be without the creator of this theater beside me to gently guide me? Some days I wonder if I need to pick a different hobby. I'm deep in with this rapping, that's all a nigga know. I never did nothing better, it's hard to let it go. But like a father watching his daughter walk down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow. And so I shall, but first I've been honing my style. Coders around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral, nigga. As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. The more it gets stronger. I said the more it gets stronger. J-Hope, Cold World.
Every time I work,
Oh my God, bro. This duo is insane. To be honest, wow. Damn. I mean, we're almost done, but like, here's the thing that I've never really, I don't know. Religion is always a tricky subject. This is the first time I've ever heard any of the boys of BTS ever really get into religion personally. I've never, any of the videos that I've reacted, you've never really just hear it. J-Hope had some interesting quotes that we'll go back later. I was kind of thinking right off the bat, like when I was hearing J-Hope's verse, was like, is he talking about God? You know what I'm saying? And like I got confirmation of that with hearing J. Cole's his verse. What exactly it was that they were talking about. They're speaking some real truth right now. They both had some quotes that I just, I thought were absolutely fucking insane. Never in a million years would I ever fucking think that this duo would ever go on. And can Kendrick be in that discussion? Like, can we somehow get RM, Suga, or J-Hope to get with Kendrick? Can we do that? I mean, he's known to feature with pop stars in the past, right? Pop artist, Taylor Swift, Imagine Dragons. We can get this shit to happen. Let's do it. J-Hope, Suga, RM. Any of y'all interested in featuring Kendrick on a song? That shit would be hot. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know Kendrick's my favorite artist. J. Cole's definitely top 3 best rappers alive right now. That's without a goddamn fact. About the whole apology shit with him apologizing to Kendrick, that's a whole different story. We ain't here for that. Okay, we ain't here for none of that. I'm reacting to this a hell of a lot late. But yeah, that duo is insane. That duo is crazy. But we'll go back because there's a couple of things I just want to mention again regarding this topic, because I've never really heard BTS get into this discussion before, so it's pretty interesting. But it doesn't surprise me that if they were going to bring up religion somehow, or about God, or another being in another life, that it wouldn't be in one of the rappers' music, meaning Suga, RM, or J-Hope. So
Every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us.
damn. Okay. I'm missing. Oh. I'm glad I didn't just skip that video. Legends. So right off the bat, he starts saying a couple things, and it's the chorus, right? The chorus goes,
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look.
now he talks about like every time I run, every time I walk, every time I look, yada, yada, yada. It's as always for us. How I kind of see it, and I could be wrong here, in this kind of hits on a different personal level. As somebody who is religious, everything I do is because of him, because he has created me to do so. You're right? So, every time I do anything moving forward, it's because he is allowing me to do it, right? We are one and the same people, because I am made through his, because I'm made by his hands, and I am but a small being of him, right? Because I was created by him. So everything that I do, not only is it because he allows me to do so, it's because, me personally being a religious person, it's because I want to live out his message, do the things that he wants me to do, right? And this is the life that I have chosen to live, following this religion. So everything that I do moving forward, I hope to meet up to his standards exactly the way he wants me to.
Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. 내두 발은 선택걸어 anywhere, J in the air. 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어. Even my world was made of your love in your face. 보답을 해, 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼. Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨이 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk.
Every time you walk, every time you run, every time you look, you have been given a gift. So take advantage of the gift and the life that you have been given, right? Enjoy it. Live, fly, be free, right? And these are the things that I could be completely misreading everything. This is just how personally I am interpreting it based on how it makes me feel. Plus, I just kind of noticed, and I could be wrong when I press play here, I'm going to know, this car is CGI. It was CGI. I don't know why they used a fake taxi, but interesting. I mean, all the other cars back here are real. So even though the song was 4 minutes and 28 seconds, it felt kind of fast. J. Cole had a long ass fucking verse, to be honest with you. Most people have like a 30-40 second verse, if that. His verse felt long as fuck, but still enjoyed the song for sure. Now let's get into behind the scenes footage and other meanings and stuff like that. Alrighty, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the deeper meaning, you know, stuff where we visited. In this case, we're coming back to the homegirl bookish theories. So see what she has to say, see what she was thinking as opposed to what I was thinking, or what she has come up with based off of what J-Hope has said or what he maybe intended on the song meaning. So let's not waste some more time. Again, let's get right into it. And I have a very special video coming afterwards about behind the scenes footage and more of the song being created. So let's get right into it.
Hello and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about J-Hope's On the Street.
I missed that
focusing
accent.
on a little breakdown of the lyrics and the music video to see what they can tell us about the meaning of this beautiful song. On the Street is a track written by J-Hope himself that expresses his honest feelings for Army in the wake of his enlistment. The title of the song is very nostalgic in and of itself. Not only it's a tribute to his artistic roots as a street dancer, but Hope on the Street was also the name of his dance series when BTS was just starting out. In more ways than one, the lyrics honor the achievement of his dream, and as a celebration of his journey up to this point, the song also includes a collaboration with J. Cole, who is an artist who has been a huge inspiration throughout his entire career. As we know, J-Hope's musical universe is defined as Hope World, but before that ever existed, it was Cole World that actually inspired
Hope World. Yo, wow. He's a big fan. He's a big fan. That's pretty dope. I like Hope World. That the collaboration of both of them. That's great. I mean, I know that that's not exactly what Hope World was, but that's pretty. Yo, J. Cole and J-Hope coming together.
that it was Cole World that actually inspired it. His
Cole World.
admiration for the artist was evident since the very beginning. Back in 2014, for instance, J-Hope mentioned Cole World and Friday Night Lights in the lyrics of Hip Hop File, while Born Singer is actually a rewriting of J. Cole's Born Sinner. His musical influence has had a huge impact on J-Hope's artistry, so On the Street portrays these two worlds finally colliding. As
I know this song and I've seen this music video. How the fuck did I not remember that? How the hell did I not remember that?
Street portrays these two worlds finally colliding. As I mentioned before, however, the song is first and foremost a gift to Ami, so at the very beginning the video opens with J-Hope saying goodbye to a child. Much like the astronaut, On the Street portrays Ami as a young friend, and much like Jin, J-Hope is bidding them farewell as he momentarily heads in a completely different direction.
In a sense, it's kind of, paying homage to the future generation to come. The ones that will carry the baton for us and lead us to hopefully, a great world. We can only do so much as, like, I am considered, I guess, the millennials, I don't know. And now we've left it to Gen Z, and then eventually Gen Z will leave it to a different, generation after that. And hopefully continuing on this beautiful path of life, where we can all get along and things can improve a little bit better. I get what she's saying with the child, but I kind of see that in a different sense. Like, he's looking at also the younger generation below him and what will, in a sense, be our future leaders one day. I'm sure that's not it, but I kind of just feel that way. I don't know.
So, however, Hope reminds us that no matter how far apart we might be, everything that he does for us. The way that he walks, looks, loves, hopes, everything is for us. And in that regard, he's still the same person that he was when he first began On the Street. As he explained to Variety, this is a song that is meant to accompany us like a friend. Just like he's about to begin a new journey, all of us face changes in our lives, so he wrote the song for us to keep us company as we face all the new beginnings waiting ahead.
So in Cole's verse, I I got more of a sense of religion, and I thought the same was with J-Hope as well. She's saying it doesn't, and she's probably more so right. Again, she's brilliant, right? She is absolutely fucking brilliant. Everybody who I've just listened to it once, I'm sure she's had multiple times to review this song and come up with her own theories, right? And her own conclusions. I've only listened to it once, and it was bad for me to kind of base off the whole song based off of what J. Cole said, you know, in his whole verse, but I kind of just got a sense they were feeding off of each other, right? So because of that, I thought that J-Hope was also talking about, a higher being and yada, yada, yada. She's saying that he's talking about himself and everything that he does for Army. And even though they're from a distance, he's off at the military right now. We're all back here at home. That he's doing okay and that everything he does is for us. And I didn't see it that way at the beginning. I cannot lie. I did not see it that way.
In his verse, J-Hope expresses this idea by comparing himself to a butterfly.
Which they do all the time.
Walking was made by Army's love and faith. Now he wants to repay all of this support by becoming a butterfly, flying everywhere to deliver comfort and strength. Willing to go anywhere, Jay in the air wants to reach as many people as possible, leaving his soul and eternity everywhere he goes. And this song is his way of achieving this very goal. You see, On the Street is a song that in many respects holds a lot of significance, not only for his personal history, but also for the symbolism that he chose to.
I think it's crazy as well. Like, he got the probably the letter or the message that it was time for him to enlist and go off and do his duty. And in the back, in the far right corner here, it says, "It's my call." I was destined to do this. I had to do this at one point in my life. It's just part of my journey, right? It's my calling. Music, and not only going to serve my country. These are things that in my life I was meant to do. And I kind of just noticed that. I didn't notice that when reacting to the music video, but I am noticing that now. I don't know if she mentions the billboard here in the back, but ironically funny how that's over him in the background. If that is the true meaning of, if based off of her theory, if that is the true meaning of the song, it's crazy how this billboard is right over his shoulder. So
connected to. On a personal level, street is a word that J-Hope associates with memory. It refers to his roots, but also to the path that Osok decided to take in order to become J-Hope. In that regard, Army played a key role in allowing him to walk that walk, which is also why now he wants to repay you by supporting you in a similar way. On a broader sense, however, the street is also a metaphor for life. Every time you walk down a street, you see life unfolding in front of you. You see happiness, pain, anger, frustration, love. You see people, and each of them is walking down their own path and writing their own story. Because of that, On the Street becomes a song that not only pays homage to J-Hope's life, but also to life in general. This might also be why the video includes a memorial. It's possible that those visuals are meant to represent life in all its forms, and a memorial.
Which is why I kind of thought a minute ago when I said that he was talking to the little kid, he was kind of like, just saying hello to the, acknowledging the younger generation that's coming, because the generation, but not necessarily before him, because he's not that old. I mean, he's not fucking old at all. He's around 30 years of age. That's not fucking old at all, okay? But look at the generation that one day unfortunately, we all have to face death, right? And these are the older generations. Because look, if this guy definitely looks older than J-Hope, he could be the generation that is right before J-Hope. This is the generation before his, right? So even the older generation is acknowledging even an older generation that has already lived and is gone, right? So we see all kinds of generations here. We see this one that is long and gone, an older generation. We see J-Hope's generation, and then we see the younger generation with the little child, and it's just acknowledging everybody. Again, kind of what I was saying earlier, to live out life and to enjoy it while you can, and stuff like that. But I do remember seeing this. I definitely do. It wasn't until I'm actually doing the reaction to Bookish Theories and what she has to say that he acknowledged all generations here. Eventually, at one point, this generation handed the baton off and entrusted this generation to carry on and make this world a better place. At one point, his generation gave it to ours generation with J-Hope, and was like, we give it to y'all to take care of the world and make it a better place and live y'all's life and yada, yada, yada. And now J-Hope was acknowledging the child at the beginning. I could be dead wrong here. I probably am, but it's just another way of thinking. I don't really truly think there is any wrong way to go about thinking about this. I don't know. I'm trying, y'all, okay? I'm trying.
As a way to celebrate life even in death. If life is a street, then we're walking the walk as children, as adults, and until the day we die. So it's possible that rally at the beginning is a metaphor to express that. If we take a look at the entire video, however, J-Hope's journey on the street very much leads him to J. Cole, and this is relevant in more ways than one. In his verse, for instance, J. Cole raps about his own life, his own faith, as well as his own history. As he does so, J-Hope sets off on a journey to reach him, and in a very realistic throwback to his past, Hobie dances on the street while J. Cole raps. In the video, it almost feels like J. Cole is waiting for J-Hope on the rooftop. He got to the top a little bit earlier, but he's waiting for Hobie as he dances his way through life in order to reach him. Considering that this was always J-Hope's dream collaboration, the video can be seen as a metaphor of his journey to reach the future.
The journey to reach him and to become that level of success, to feature with an artist that you've always idolized. It was his destiny. It was always meant to be.
He always wanted. He started off on the street, and as he danced his way to his dreams, he remained the same person as his values stayed grounded. Thanks to Ami, however, he was given wings to fly, and with these wings, he now wants to fly like a butterfly to reach as many people as possible with the song that he wrote. As J-Hope himself has stated, this song opens the door for the next chapter of his journey, so this is just the beginning. For now, we'll just have to wait a little bit to see what's in store.
아무래도 나의 뮤즈였던 제이콜을 만나다 보니까 떨리네. 제이콜. Too cold for you. You has been. 글씨 실하냐? Meaningful moment. 근데 글씨가 영 거시기하다 해.
Hey, that's alright.
간발의 차이로 실수를 면했다. I'm rooting for your peace. 이게 이런 게 팬심의 마음일까요? For your peace. 우리 팬분들도 저에게 이런 감정으로 쓰시겠죠? 글씨 더럽게 못 썼죠?
Hey, that's alright.
어쩔 수 없습니다.
Maybe you're just
같이
nervous.
이렇게 함께 하는 게 너무나도 영광이고 어릴 적에 나의 꿈을 이루어줘서 너무 고맙고 이 On The Street이라는 길을 함께 걸어줘서 고맙다. 그리고 정말 너는 나의 영원한 영감이자 항상 나에게 좋은 에너지를 주고 있다. 건강과 여러 가지 행복을 바라겠다. 약간 이런 말이죠 뭐. Cold world. On the street 뮤비를 찍으러. Let's get it. 이 뮤비를 찍으러 뉴욕까지 왔습니다. What's up, Cole?
What's up, man? Yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah, of course. 직접 연락하게 좀 연결해 달라고.
Yeah. God, my boy. Yes, God. Yes, man. Thank you. It's a blessing to be here with y'all. Thank you.
너무 축복이래요.
너무 좋음.
This man is cheesing, bro. I'm cheesing for him. This is dope, dude. Like I said, I've always been a big fan of J. Cole. You know, right? I recognize his greatness, and learning about the boy. It's crazy to think that they idolize some of the people that I grew up loving. You know what I'm saying? Or grew up, you know, idolizing as well. Like I mentioned earlier, Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole are the three greatest rappers right now alive. Nobody can tell me otherwise. That's just my personal opinion, right? Everybody has their different opinions, but that's just my personal. So those are the three rappers right now that I look up to and recognize their greatness. To meet your idol, that's fucking crazy. Shout out to him. That's a dream fucking come true. Shout out to him. And you can see it all on his fucking face. This was one of the happiest and best days of his fucking life.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always.
나 진짜 어렸을 적에 진짜 많이 들었는데 스페르마. 와 같이 해버리네 이거를. 일단 뭐 모르겠어요. 나 지금 머리가 멍해요 지금.
내 두 발은 선택 걸어 anywhere. J in the air. gonna get it 힘 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어 입은 마음 was made of your love in your face 보다 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼 Just walk lightly whenever you want
Oh yes,
Go
cut.
on husky wherever you want 누군가 있으면
꿈인가 현실인가? 이것이 꿈인가 현실인가? 제이콜이 너가 여기 앞에서 그냥 도와주면 좋다.
아, 뭐 그냥 앞에 깔짝깔짝 해야겠다.
그냥 응원해 주는 거야.
How old? Thank you for coming early, man.
Yeah,
For
present.
you and your family.
Oh, man.
And he also wrote.
Oh, what did he give him?
Pleasure, man. Thank you, bro.
They're giving a lot of handshakes, and that might just be the nervous habit. That might just be a nervous habit from J-Hope right now. And like he doesn't really know what to do, so he keeps shaking his hand because he's that nervous and that excited. And Cole could probably realize that, so he's just dabbing him up consistently. But I want to know what was in that bag. What was in that fucking bag? I gotta know. I gotta know. If I, I don't know what he gave him, but I know that if I ever met Kendrick, there is nothing on this earth that I could buy or give him that that he couldn't afford, right? He's rich as fuck, but I just know that on a personal level, I would give him something real sentimental, something from the heart, just to show my appreciation and to show, how much I admire him as an artist and this and this and that. So I can just imagine what was in that bag. I don't know if it ever says, but I would want to know.
Thank you, brother.
아, 제가 어렸을 때부터 사실 음악을 시작하면서 처음 들었던 제 아티스트가 바로 제이콜인데 10년이 지난 이 지금 콜 형님이랑
That's
이렇게
dope.
또 팬심으로 뭔가 이렇게 함께 작업을 하게 돼가지고 너무너무 기쁘고 뭔가 감회도 새롭고 뭔가 아직도 믿겨지지가 않는 그런 되게 꿈 같은 상황인 것 같습니다.
And so I shall, but first I've been honing my style. Cold as around.
제이홉 뮤직비디오 2회차. On the street, I'm still. 뉴욕이긴 하다. Off right here. Up in New York.
Every time I run
여기서 여기서 오케이.
as always for us every time I love
That outfit is dope, bro.
every time I love every time I hope as always for us 내 두 발은 선뜻 걸어 anywhere J in the air 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어 입은 my world was made of your love in your face
아 어렵다. 우리가 어려워.
Whenever you want, go on hustle wherever you want. 누군가의 숨 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us.
어렵네. 뉴욕 길거리만 걷는 이런 씬이 어려울 줄이야. 걷는 씬이 제일 어려웠어.
On the street, I'm still.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw
Oh, hell, the mighty survive.
the photos earlier on Booker Series that she had kind of posted. Them photos were fucking dope, bro. Man, he just has them angles, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, ain't no cap. Whoever that photographer was, you deserve a fucking raise because you captured some of the best moments right there. Because those were some badass photos. I did see them earlier.
Of hell, clap down from heaven to sail. Holy water that I scoop from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Monster ruthless as I move through the field. Feeling worried, in a hurry like a 2-minute drill. To make a couple mil off a lucrative deal. Selling train of thought, name an artist who could derail. You never see it like a nigga who don't hoop in jail. I got
어떻게 알지?
빵! Yay! Yay!
Good.
Okay, great.
재밌다. 원테이크는 항상 긴장감이 가득합니다. 하하. 오늘 온더 스트리트 말 그대로 길 위에서의 모든 상황들을 씬에서 담고 있고 사랑을 나누는 사람들, 어릴 적 동심을 가지고 있는 친구들, 피치 못한 사정으로 뭔가에 이별을 한 상황들 여러 가지 상황을 담으면서 온더 스트리트라는 곡에 맞게 좀 충실하게 보여주는 씬들이 아닌가라는 생각이 듭니다. 개인적으로는 굉장히 중요한 씬인 것 같고 여러 가지로 원테이크 씬이다 보니까 하나하나 다 잘 맞아야 되고 이게 좀 심혈을 기울여서 해야 되는 촬영이 아닌가 하는 생각.
It's always for us. Every time I look, every time I look,
제스처는 사실 둘 다 뭐
every time I hope.
뉴욕은 확실히 뉴욕이다. 그래, 뉴욕 오기 잘했어. 모르겠어, 뭔가 다 이 분위기가 다 먹고 들어가는 것 같은 느낌. 너무 만족스럽습니다. Pop it, pop it, pop it.
with our phone. 1, 2, 3.
Bro, he seems like he'd be a good dad, bro.
뉴욕. 누나 다 뉴욕 오면은 이 노래를 불러본다. 아, 뉴욕은 또 저에게 또 좋은 기억이 있죠. 또 락킹 이브로 왔었어가지고 그래 또 재밌는 추억들을 많이 만들었었는데.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Let the bodies of the gutter anywhere.
여기 조심하셔야 돼. 지하철이라.
higher I could tell even mountain was made of your love in your face 뭐 double high 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼 just walk lightly whenever you want go on home wherever you want 누군가 있으니 이들이
후드. 아, 이렇게 많은 사람들이 내 앞에 있어? 춤추는데 정말 많은 사람들이.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love,
He's so fucking smooth with it, bro.
every time I hope, it's always for us. Let the bodies of the good
이제 가오를 때려 덮었다.
Too fucking smooth, bro. I mean, it's not like he hadn't been doing this shit for years, but you know, it's so effortlessly. I don't know. I fucking wish. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a bad dancer. I'm probably your average dancer. Not bad at all. I don't feel like, but I ain't that fucking good. I mean, it just simple movements are just so elegant. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if he wanted to, he could have gone even fucking crazier. He could just go pull out some of his best shit, but it's not that kind of beat. You know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of shit you just go absolutely nuts to. It's just more a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just a feel, just a bounce to it and shit. And it's just you could just tell though. This man has a lot of moves in his arsenal. He probably could just start doing for no fucking reason. But yeah, he's good. He's good.
was made of your love in your face 뭐 double high 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼 just walk lightly whenever you want go on home wherever you want 누군가 있으니 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere every time I work every time I run every time I move it's always for us.
Bro, some of these shots though, for real, like earlier when he was capturing like when he was doing the walking scenes and stuff like that, like capturing that is New York, is the busy streets, people running to their jobs, just the busyness, people in suits and briefcases. And he did a really good job of capturing New York, the streets of New York, the buildings of New York, stuff like that. And now capturing the subway aspect, it's nice. And it's dope to be dancing in this little section, but to capture those moments as the subways are passing by just adds more detail to it. And I absolutely love these fucking shots, man.
Every time I love, every
Holy water that I scoop from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Monster ruthless as I move.
벌써 뮤직비디오 촬영이 끝나간다니 믿겨지지가 않는구만. 뉴욕까지 와서. 지금은 이제
I think what would have been super cool is they did like multiple shots with him in the subway. I think a dancing segment of him in the subway would have been crazy. Like a full one shot, like 40 seconds of him just dancing continuously in the subway.
폴을 만나러 가는 그래서 지하철을 타고 폴을 루프탑에서 만나러 가는 그런 길과 그 여정들을 담는 시인 것 같아요. 굉장히 어떻게 보면은 가장 좀 캄하고 딥한 장면이 아닌가 생각합니다. 오사카, 뉴욕, 파리스, 광주 뭐야?
Every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I hope, as always for us. 내도 빠른 선택걸어 anywhere, J in the air. 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어 입은 마음.
진짜 같다. 지나가는 거 진짜 같아.
Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I
오케이.
walk,
좋은데요?
every time I look, as always for us.
여러분들 On the Street 뮤직비디오 촬영이 끝이 났습니다. 정말 뉴욕 먼 곳이죠. 네, 먼 곳까지 와가지고 제가 좋아하는 돌풍이 제이콜 형님과 같이 뮤비도 찍고 여러 가지로 뮤비 촬영 현장들이 주마등처럼 스쳐 지나갔는데 사실 여러 가지로 되게 준비를 좀 많이 했고 과정 속에서 굉장히 힘든 부분이 없지 않아 좀 있었던 것 같아요. 근데 이거를 다 찍고 나서 이렇게 멘트를 하는 그런 상황이 되니까 굉장히 좀 후련하고 이거를 결국 해냈고 만들어냈구나 라는 이런 뿌듯함이 생기는 것 같아요. 그래서 되게 좀 마음이 좀 기쁜 벅찬 상태입니다. 네, 그렇게 준비한 On the Street 뮤비고요. 여러 가지로 스태프분들도 고생하셨고 다들 너무 박수를 청해드리고 싶고 어떻게 보면 또 제이홉의 꼭 On the Street이라는 큰 대한 플랜 속에 첫 발걸음이 바로 이제 On the Street 의미가 될 수도 있고 여러 가지로 되게 스트릿이라는 의미가 저한테는 남다르기 때문에 이런 부분들을 굉장히 좀 아름답게 그리고 보는 맛도 있고 듣는 맛도 있게 되게 알차게 구성을 한 것 같아요. 그래서 재밌게 봐주시고 On the Street 많이 사랑해주세요. Love you.
Already, well, I just reacted to this last bit here of him performing it on KBS World TV. Usually when it comes to TV shows and stuff like that, in the past, they never fucking let me post it for some random reason. Well, I know the reason, but they got to be assholes about it. So, probably, I don't know, for sure going to be uploading this onto YouTube. If you don't see the ending of this part, it's probably, I'll go ahead and upload it on Patreon. I don't like posting the same content on both platforms, but if for some reason this background, this video that you're seeing right here, if you did not see this on YouTube, it is because YouTube or this other people did not let me fucking post it. So if you're wanting to see this snippet, it'll be posted on my Patreon. Patreon link to that channel will be in the description down below, so make sure to go check that out. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave that like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. And until next time, peace.